distraught that her name is being pulled back into the negative narrative she thought she left behind. It seems like J-Lo didn't see this coming, or at least didn't expect that Diddy's legal battles would get this bad.
Guys, and welcome back to another video. So we are going to be react to Jennifer Lopez, Beyoncé, and others react to Diddy list. This is gonna be a bomb. You know, no wonder Jennifer Lopez, Beyoncé came out to campaign for Kamala. This is getting interesting and very scary, and I don't know what to say, but let's watch this together now, okay?
Taking my hair out like this, it reminds me like when I was 16 in the Bronx, running up and down the block. And crazy little girl who used to be wild and no limits, all dreams.
Guys, they just released the entire list of everybody that's partied with P. Diddy and did God knows what. And the list is long, I'm telling you, it is extremely long.
Since Diddy has been indicted, the deafening silence in the entertainment scene has finally been broken. Hollywood is in premium chaos following the latest bombshell from Diddy's ongoing trial. Several media sources just confirmed that Diddy has already ratted some celebs out as a form of cooperation to get a lesser sentence. And child, some of the names alleged on the infamous Diddy list? These new developments probably fueled the rumor that Jay-Z and Beyoncé's silence on this whole Diddy scandal was intentional because they've been caught in the crossfire. It has been alleged that the Carters have been making some really powerful plays behind the scenes to insulate themselves from this mess and let Diddy take the fall along with everyone else. And even Jennifer Lopez has found herself in the crossfire of this unprecedented trial that could shake the whole entertainment industry to its core. J-Lo has managed to stay clear of this once-in-a-generation scandal for as long as she could. But now that the freaky list is out, she has been fully dragged into it. And Miss Girl is nowhere to be found. It's like she completely disappeared off the face of the earth and has limited the comment sections of her IG. J-Lo actually has a valid reason to be scared because her history with Diddy stretches back over 2 decades when they were the hottest celebrity couple, and also around the time when Diddy actually started getting into freak-offs and all. So the chances that J-Lo is sitting on some serious tea are pretty high. Several sources close to J-Lo have revealed she is distraught that her name is being pulled back into the negative narrative she thought she left behind. It seems like J-Lo didn't see this coming, or at least didn't expect that Diddy's legal battles would get this bad. And when it comes to J-Lo, she was involved in the 1999 incident when she and Diddy were together and went to a nightclub called Hot Chocolate at Midtown's Club New York in December 1999 to celebrate the release of Shine's soon-to-be-released album. Based on reports, when it reached around 2:20 a.m., Diddy accidentally knocked a drink out of a patron's hand named Matthew Allen, whose street name is Scar. Apparently, Scar didn't think it was an accident, and he confronted Diddy about knocking down his drink. One thing led to another. Egos were bruised, were fired, and Natanya Rubin, who was caught in the fire, confirmed that J-Lo smuggled the Bang Bang into the club, and she is the one who handed it to Diddy before they ran away. Immediately after the incident, J-Lo and Diddy sped away in the 1999 Lincoln Navigator, but ran a red light and were pulled over by the police. Based on police reports, they were in possession of a stolen 9mm, which was found in the trunk, and they were both arrested. But J-Lo's horror show didn't end there, because the next 14 hours were spent in a cell, and the police source said she took turns crying unintelligibly and sobbing uncontrollably. Eventually, both Diddy and J-Lo walked away. But unfortunately, Shine was the fall guy for the incident because J-Lo lied to the jury about what happened and protected Diddy. Guys, this right here, this is what they are going to get J-Lo for. And the unfortunate thing for J-Lo is that people like Shine and Natanya are willing to collaborate with the feds. Natanya even said that she is willing to have the fragments taken out of her face for ballistics evidence because she's happy to have the case reopened. Like, she is willing to have a doctor remove a part of it from her face so that they can use it as evidence if need be for the trial, even if it will cost her her life. You see, according to Natanya, at the time when the incident happened, people believed Diddy more than her. But at the time, she couldn't do anything because 1, Diddy was more powerful, duh, and 2, she was also a mother, and her focus was just getting to her kid safely. But now she feels like justice finally needs to be served, and even J-Lo needs to go down for her involvement and for lying in front of a jury.
Irony is, there was a grand jury. We all had to go and speak at the grand jury. J-Lo testified at the grand jury, as did many other people. It needs to be reopened because if that is in fact the case, she carried the pen and she lied to the grand jury.
But it's not just J-Lo. Beyoncé and Jay-Z are scrambling to get their names cleared too, since the news came out that the Carters are allegedly working against Diddy in an attempt to insulate themselves from the potential pitfalls of this drama. Even Ashton Kutcher, who was once close buddies with Diddy, is thinking of relocating to Europe with his family to save himself from all the drama. Ashton Kutcher's PR team also released a statement saying Ashton regrets his friendship with Diddy. He feels lied to, betrayed, taken for granted, and manipulated. The same source went further to say that if Ashton is contacted, he would be fully supportive, as he has nothing to hide. Then there is Meek Mill, who is currently in Africa and has been saying that he is ready to pay $100,000 to get his name cleared of Diddy's mess. But it doesn't end there. Celebs like Denzel Washington, Lori Harvey, LeBron James, Stevie J, Young Miami are some of the top names that are being alleged to be on the list.
Okay, so you remember how I told you I pretty much lived at the Mondrian in the early 2000s when I was in LA, until I moved to another hotel that didn't try to turn me into a drug addict and make me a witness to SA crimes. Now, a lot of people don't know, but Denzel, for a large part of his career, was a raging cocaine head. It's true. And I can say that because I know he snorted with my uncle. But what I will say is that he was always very discreet and very professional. Before he would go into a big role, he would exercise his demons.
Okay, look.
He would check into a hotel, and he would work it out for a week or two.
Okay, so no disrespect to family. We'll talk about it on Jack Right Uncensored. How about that?
What do you mean, no disrespect to family?
Because I got questions.
No, because the Mondrian came to me and asked me if I wanted to move my hotel room. And they were going to give me a suite that was $2,000 more than the suite I was already paying for. And I thought it was a scam. And they said, Mr. Washington is booking out the floor. Your room is the only room left, ma'am. We will give you one of the top suites. You move into there for no extra charge. I didn't believe him.
The news of Diddy writing a detailed list of everyone who has been involved with him in one way or another has sent all of Hollywood into a frenzy, with every celebrity doing all they can to keep from being named in this ongoing trial. It's safe to say that if you've been naughty with Diddy, it's high time you lawyer up, because the hurricane is fast approaching and you don't want to get swallowed. The most shocking of this latest development is the ongoing trial that every day someone new is coming out to sue Diddy. Just recently, a total of 120 victims claimed a civil suit against Diddy, which included a 9-year-old. If you're wondering how they came about 120 people, a major hotline was set up for alleged victims of Diddy. And you won't believe that in just 10 days, 3,000 people had already filed a complaint. After reviewing each complaint, the lawyers narrowed it down to 120 people who had a strong case. The lawyer representing the 120 victims in the civil case revealed half of the plaintiffs are men, and some of them experienced Diddy's and his accomplices' torture when they were just 14 or 15 years old. The lawyer also noted that most of the victims were allegedly used at parties and so-called auditions set up by Diddy across New York, LA, and Florida. According to the lawyers, more than half of the victims filed reports with the police or at the hospitals they were checked into. They revealed substances like ketamine were found in some of the victims' systems, which only gets crazier the more you think about it. And now, new reports have emerged that the baby oil that was used during these parties was actually laced with a banned substance called GHB, which is also called the R drug, as it makes you lose control of your senses. The lawyer representing the 120 victims against Diddy just revealed the most messy and not so surprising update that would probably shock you. According to Tony Busby, the lead lawyer, many big-name celebrities have already reached out to him in a bid to settle with victims behind the scenes to keep their names far from the lawsuit they filed against Diddy. Busby confirmed that they have found resolutions for some of the victims he's representing in an interview, saying, "In every single case, especially cases like this, we fully understand that it's in the best interest of the victims that that we attempt to resolve these matters without filing a public lawsuit. We have managed to secure a settlement with a handful of individuals, many of whom you've heard of before. The fact that these big names are reaching out to the victims to settle out of court just shows you how rotten and despicable those freak-off parties were. These fresh accusations got a lot of people wondering what must have happened to Justin Bieber and Usher, who were still in their teenage years when they were sent to the infamous Puffy Flavor camp. Y'all remember that interview with Howard Stern where Usher was reflecting on the things he experienced while living with Diddy?
Moved to New York City. And I lived with Sean Puffy Combs for a year.
That's the crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you
New
over
York
to
City.
something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor camp.
Yeah,
Flavor
that's what
camp.
it was called. And you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's going
In the 90s, do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop.
Mind you, Usher was just 14 years old, and when he was sent to learn the so-called superstar lifestyle under Diddy, the pop star admitted he witnessed many things that got him confused at the time because he couldn't comprehend what he was looking at. When Howard asked him if he would send his kid to a Puffy camp, Usher replied with a capital N-O.
Would you ever send your kid to Puffy camp?
Hell no.
Several media sources close to this trial just revealed that things are about to heat up significantly, and very soon it won't be just Diddy in the hot seat. They're saying that the profile of the people about to be dragged into this mess will shock the world. The craziest part of it all is that they're not being accused of just attending the freak-offs. They are alleged to be active participants and enablers of Diddy's criminal enterprise. If the rumors are true, it won't be long before these high-profile names are indicted and revealed to everyone. We are getting to the most interesting part of this infamous trial, and there's no doubt that new information will start coming out in droves. You don't want to miss out on this fresh info, and the best place you can get it is with us on our channel. So you need to like and subscribe if you don't want to miss out.
You guys. Oh my god. Not after JL, Jennifer Lopez came out to do whatever she did on Kamala's campaign. I checked on her Instagram page. It's actually been locked. She locked her messages, and it is not because of the campaign stuff, but because of this. And she was working so hard to clear her name. But it does not seem like things like that, is going to be happening. I just love what is actually happening, because now, once Donald Trump comes in as a president, our children is not going to be watching all these things in school. Our children is going to be safe in the school. That is one of the reasons why I want Donald Trump to become the next president of America, because Diddy actually came and introduced this to the school. And that is so wrong. Watching of pornographies and all that. That is so wrong, and this is actually getting intense. A lot of them are willing to pay $1,000 just to clear the name out of this mess and all that. But it doesn't still look like that, because more lists are coming out, and the silence in the Hollywood industry is not going to be silenced anymore, because they don't want Donald Trump to go in there, because once Donald Trump comes in as a president, it is going to be a change of game for them. It's going to be hot for them, and I'm really waiting for that. What are your thoughts on this list that come out? What are your thoughts on Jennifer Lopez, Beyoncé, and every of them that are endorsing Kamala because of Diddy? And do you still want more to be exposed? Let me know that on the comment section, because it's definitely going to be hot. I love this because of our children in the school, because of our society, and I know what they need for you to become famous and not enjoy your fame, when you're definitely going to be exposed someday. Because just like you're selling your soul, you sold your soul. This is absolutely nonsense. I don't even know what to say. And you are being exposed, and the soul you sold your soul to get the celebrities, to get this money, and you're not even enjoying it. You're not enjoying the celebrity because you are definitely being stained. You are definitely being exposed. Tell me what are your thoughts on the comment section, because this is really getting hot, because more list is coming out, and I'm waiting for that. Thank you so much. I will see you on my next one. Bye.